Hello? Hello? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the third game of the Uganda National Volleyball League. We have Elyon against Ndejje University. We've had action already in the women's side. That was the first game. Ndejje Elites Ndejje Elites managed to beat Elyon 3-0. Then we had another entertaining match that was VVC up against KAVC, and VVC won that particular game 3-1. And now here we are with Elyon against Ndejje Elites. The game is underway, and we see a very, very early first time out for the Ndejje team, as Elyon is leading 6-0. What a start by Elyon. Elyon has tried to stabilize in this second half of the season, already grabbing a win against their counterparts. That was, I think, Police. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was against Police. And this time around, they are hunting for the second win. And there we see Madrama coming in with a very, very hard attack in position 4. Very nice swing there. And Elyon is still leading with 7-0. And Ndejje needs to think otherwise, because this is something they need to work on. If they cannot really side out, it is going to be a very tough game for them. But now we see they have managed to side out, and that is a very, very big relief for them. Joel is into service, and Opoya receives that very well. Then a swing through the middle. Atubait, this boy shined last weekend. He's one of the middle blockers who gave Elyon a very, very good tight defense over there. And this time around, hopefully it still does the same for the Elyon side. And then we see Komakech coming in with a swing that went far out. Elyon comfortably in the lead with of 8 points. Those are so many according to a team like Ndejje side. But then Komakech now comes in with a swing, and that block is out. We've seen Ndejje playing a little bit more of out than the middle, and the errors from the swings of outside attackers are still more. Then there is a net fault. Net fault by Ndejje. And then Atbait is going into service. One of the, not the very tall center players, but working out effectively on that side. And Ndejje manages to break through that with a very, very easy attack through the middle. Well, whenever Atbait is off the front zone, I think the other middle player Elyon has is quite a weaker one compared to him, and the opponents tend to make so many points whenever he's front court. But I take this to be that Elyon is missing one of the middle players out there. But then we see the young man, shot number 10, that is Opoya, coming in to do what he always does for the Elyon side. He has stepped up his game from the time Silva went off with an injury. This man has been the horse of the Elyon side. And then Martin comes in with a very, very quick swing through the middle. Ndejje needs to capitalize on the weaker middle blocker of Elyon they have right now on the front side of the court. to be able to close up the gap in this point in this set, because they are really trailing and they are a little bit struggling. What a dump from Chijambu. I think there was a little bit of lack of concentration from the Ndejje players to know that actually the setter is front court, as the outside blocker didn't read that so well, and Chijambu capitalized on that. Good service from Opoya, fair pass, well picked, and then a backcourt comes in. Ball picked from out, and then it is an off-system play. Madrama goes with a dump, but the ball is kept alive. Let's see, free ball for Elyon. And again, Madrama, what a hit. That's a very, very nice swing. He picked the ball out in the previous play, but right now he actually swung very hard on that ball over there that was in position 4, and he managed to get the point for Elyon side, and Elyon still leading comfortably. And now there is an ace from Opoya again. Elyon leading with 10 points, forcing Ndejje into a double substitution. Komakech coming out, and Mwine coming in as the setter, and then we see Emakato being introduced in to replace Joel, who is on the front zone. Can they make a change for the Ndejje Elites team? Let's wait and see, but Ndejje is really trailing in this set. And Vincent is into service. Very nice pick by Opoya. And then the young man coming in with a swing. That is shot number 9. Who is Ochom. Yeah, the senior 2 guy. I think he's in senior 2, senior 3. Very, very young boy, but Elyon is actually using these young boys to give them the experience they need to gain, and they are really doing great because they are playing against the tough sides of the Serie A team. Points are standing at 16 for Elyon and 7 for Ndejje. Martin is in service. Can he really maintain himself into that service? Let's see if the fellow players can defend his service very well. Big pick from Opoya. And then a swing comes in from Atbait, but he's shut down. He's shut down through the middle by Odupa. That was a really tight set, and with 2 blockers on Atbait, he really had no way through. And now this is the time Chijambu needs to think for his team, because they really need to keep comfortably leading, and they are playing without pressure this time around. And then Opoya comes in with a backcourt in 3, what we usually call a pipe, and he is still stepping up for his team whenever the team really needs him, and he's doing great. He's not the tallest, but he's really aggressive and explosive, and that is why Elyon is actually playing so well whenever he steps up his game. And it is a reception error and a very, very easily blocked by shot number 5, that is Ebo or King. Last weekend he was really on fire with Opoya, and this time around they are also still hanging on or building up to see that Elyon grabs another win. And an attack error from Fairoz. He chopped that ball so much, and the ball went out of the line. And Ndejje also is forced into another substitution. Everything seems not to be working out for Ndejje, and then Fairoz is substituted out, as we see shot number 5 able being introduced on court. Makato getting an off spin. The ball is well covered by a player, but then there's no one to play it. What a waste of effort. That was a good effort. I think the ball was really fast, but I feel like Chijambu should have been able to run and try to play that ball. He hesitated as he was waiting for Opoya to first cover that ball. Madrama with a good pick. And again, he comes in with a swing. He's unstoppable in this game. He's really playing well. And this is what Elyon needs. And they really need Madrama and Opoya to keep actually very much active in this game so that they are able to grab this win over Ndejje side. Good service, good pick, very tight set through the middle, and Odupa couldn't attack that. And then Ochom comes in with a swing, but Emakato couldn't actually maintain that ball on court. Everything on the Ndejje side seems not to be working. And look at those scores, 22-8. Very, very surprising, and I think this is something that all the fans who are watching out there didn't seem to expect, because Elyon leading 22-8, it is really surprising, but they are really working hard for it, and there Ebo manages to get a breakthrough for the Ndejje team. Ndejje needs to find a way out or another solution, otherwise this set is ending in disaster for them. And another service error by Ebo. Ebo is usually brought on to serve, and this time around he sends that ball on the net. That shows you that Ndejje is really struggling, because if the person who is always brought on to serve loses that service, then a lot is not happening, right? Then we see Atubait is in service. Seems very, very comfortable this time around. He takes that good service, not the best pick, and then the dump comes in. Still a struggling point for Ndejje, because that was really not the very best pass, but the setter manages to go away with that as he dumps that ball very fast down to position 1. As Chijambu was standing in that position, he couldn't really pick that ball. Another substitution came in as we see Kevin was being introduced with a very good service, and then a free ball for Ndejje, and Emakato comes in with a swing. Very easy one scored by Emakato, and Madrama seemed to have been expecting a very, very hard hit, but that was an easy ball that was hit by Emakato, trying to place that ball into that space, and he got that right. Good pick by Madrama, and again Opoya comes in with that big swing. He takes the advantage that the set of Ndejje is actually not tall, or he is having a short block, and he pins that ball down very, very quick. A very, very wise decision made by Chijambu there, picking out Opoya, who is having the shortest blocker on court at the moment, and it is a set point for Elyon. And that is a very nice swing again by Ndejje, though they still have their bodies a little bit down, but they are trying to see how they can make things right, though things are not moving their way. Mwine serving, good pick, and the dump comes in by Chijambu. Well, should I say that Ndejje is having a lack of communication on that net on how they really have to defend, because that is a ball that shouldn't land. And this sends us to the end of the first set, as Elyon wins it very, very comfortably with actually 25 points against 13. Wow, very, very interesting. As we see the viewers online, Karunj Eileen, yeah, we see you're very, very available and watching online live. And then we see now we are Faith saying it's really a bad start for Ndejje. Yeah, it is really shocking and surprising on how Ndejje has really started this set. Hopefully they manage to get into a redemption and try to find a way on how they can make things turn around to their side. Karunji Irene saying, I always ask myself about Martin. I've seen him at Ndejje. Takoa, well, he has been at Ndejje for quite, I think this is the third year. He has not been there for so long, and because he's still a young man, but this is like his third season there. Alan Abak saying the way Ndejje has given the boys morale, it might end in tears for the Ruwero side. Well, let's wait to see how it will be in set 2, but looking at our stats over there, we see Elyon had 12 attacks, and actually Ndejje had 8 attacks. Very surprising, because Ndejje has just 13 points they ended with this set, so it means all the 8 attacks were really successful. And Ndejje had 2 blocks, which was quite good, as Elyon had only 1 block. And look at the opponent's errors. I think they are the ones making a difference, because Ndejje made 11 errors, so many, and just against 3 errors for the Elyon side. This is something they really need to work on if they are to actually fight and get set number 2. And hopefully we can see a little bit of more changes, or maybe we shall see Ndejje era it's maintaining the squad. But keep tuned in for set number 2. And then set number 2 is underway, as we see actually 1 substitution have been made by the Ndejje side. Emakato stepping in for Komakech, and perhaps he can make a difference for the Ndejje side. But then we see Elyon maintaining their lineup for set number 2 as they started set number 1. And Emakato came in with a very easy score, trying to use his experience to make sure that he actually gets points from these young boys. But what a block! What a block by Emakato there. He shuts down Madrama, who really came hard. It was a one-on-one, but he actually saw him that he was going diagonal, and that was a very good block. Ndejje is now in the lead with 2 points to 0. Joel in service, very good service, and that's an ace. That's an ace from Joel, and that was quite a poor communication from Madrama with Opoya there, because they seem to Madrama seemed to have left the ball for Opoya to pick, but there was miscommunication over there, and it was an ace for Joel this time around. Another good service, not a very good pick by Opoya, but he comes in with a dump, and that is an overreach. The referee says that is an overreach. There was a line fault, and Ndejje still now leading 4-0. We saw Elyon starting set number 1 leading Ndejje Elites at 6-0, and this time around we see Ndejje now doing the same, trying to get that 6-0 lead, but then it is 4-0. Free ball. Chijambu goes for Madrama, a dump hit. Well, off system set. And a free ball again, but still an off system. Can Ndejje utilize this? And then Martin comes into the swing, but the referee says that it is an overreach. There is an overreach from Joel. Yeah, let's see from our replay. Well, I think that ball was still on the net there. The ball had not yet crossed the net, but the referee saw that as an overreach. And then Makato comes into the swing, but he gets that right. He gets it off the block of Ochom. It is a very high block, but he needs to structure it very well on how to block such left-handed guys. But it was a good effort from the young man. But Makato using his experience against his young block there. Well, another loss of service by Ndejje. We see the loss of service continuing as it started from set 1, and still now that was Vincent losing the set, and that is a very good service from a drama. A free ball picked, not the best of system play by Okoya, comes into the swing but well picked, and it is an off-system play again. Ochom comes into the swing, but that was a net fault. Yeah, I think this time around the referee was right. Rules touched on that net as he tried to stop Ochom over there. Elyon still trying to close up the gap. Martin decides to pick the ball for himself and he swings on it again. But Atbait couldn't actually stop his swing as he was late to jump, and Martin capitalized on being tall enough to be able to score for the Ndejje side and maintaining Ndejje into the lead. Martin with the service, good pick from the Ribeiro and a very nice set, and Ochom comes in with a swing, he pins that ball down. Joel couldn't actually cover that ball. He went down with the ball. I feel like he should have been able to pick it if he was down enough. But the confidence on picking that ball wasn't actually satisfying, and he picked that ball outside. Another service error by Akbait over here as Elyon tries to close up the gap. We still see errors on their side right from service as Akbait, the young boy there, now lost that service. Good service, good pick. Jambu goes for Opoya. Good defense there by Joel. And another good defense there by Adupa as he gets that ball that was trying to cross over and killed it down. Ndejje still leading with 4 points. The point standing at 8-4. Makato serving. And Chijambu goes for Ochom. He gets the wipe off the block of Fairoz. Fairoz over there has been one of the players standing out for the Ndejje Elites team. But I have a feeling like this previous games his form has stepped down and he needs to get better. And then Odupa kills that ball down very quick. That was a very, very nice set from Joel, and the middle block I was really late for that. Good pick from Madrama. Opoya coming in with a swing and he gets it off the block, but what a cover from Happe there with his feet, and it's a free ball for the Elyon side. And again Opoya coming in with a swing, he gets that right. The middle block I was late to join, and Opoya capitalizes on that block not being able to reach there on time. Good pick by Happy. Joel going through the middle, but then it is an attack fault by Odupa there. The ball was actually shot from Joel and he pinned that ball onto the net. As we see, the gap is now being closed down by Elyon to just 2 points from 4. And again Joel going in for Makato, and that's a very nice swing in the diagonal side. That was a flying block from Madrama. and Emakato now utilizes the advantage of being left-handed to kill that ball back into the diagonal. Emakato, from the time he came on, I think he's delivering his best, and though we saw he's not his body is a bit down, but he's delivering his best for that team. And then we see, was the ball on court or out? The referee says the ball was actually out. He took time to actually think about that, but he later said that actually the ball was out. Elyon side, they are not satisfied. Jambu goes for Ochom, and that ball is out. Ndejje now back into the driving seat. They are leading with 5 points as Ochoms attacked that ball outside the line. Just slightly out, but that was a good effort. Odupa in service. Good service picked by Okoya, and Madrama coming in with a swing as Odupa couldn't cover that ball. Very nice swing from him. Well, really trying to replay that ball to see previously, was the ball out or in? This was really tight, very, very tight, but it looks like the ball was out. Well, and then now Vincent coming in with a swing as Ndejje is still keeping into the lead, comfortably leading with 5 points. Shot number 11, just there, the young boy who has not yet actually featured much for the Elyon side. Now he's featuring in as a middle blocker. An off-system set, and Emakato comes in with a swing down the line. That was a touch from the Ribeiro, but then it wasn't enough as the other players were not able actually to touch on that ball again. That was a very, very good effort from the Ribeiro, but the other players took long to react, and that leads to the first time out for Team Elyon, with Ndejje leading with points standing at 14-8. Joshua trying now to think to see what his team can now do to make sure that they close up the gap, as he is trying to lay out strategies to the team on what they should do. And the heads of the Ndejje player, of the Elyon players, seem to be down, and we see their bodies are quite a little bit low, and they need to step up. They need to motivate themselves if they really need to close up this gap, and try to chase on to make sure that they push Ndejje way through. Ndejje also seeming to have been back into the game as they are leading comfortably, and we see that the players who are on court right at the moment, they are focused and they are trying to get this win again for the Ndejje team. A dump picked by Happy, and then a swing comes in from Martin, but well picked, and then a rebound again by Martin there. Ndejje now leading with 15 points to 8. Joel serving, and he loses that. Joel is one of the setters, I think, who loses so many services in this league of ours. I don't know, but every time we've been here trying to analyze the games of Ndejje Elites, Joel loses so many services, and as a setter, that is really not good. I think he really works less on his service, and he doesn't concentrate so much on it. He really needs to think about it. And there, that was a swing from Fairuz in the backcourt, and it was a very, very easy score for him. The combinations now seem to be being hard for the Elyon side to defend, as Ndejje is trying to make things move their side. Ochom comes into the swing, and he gets that ball down. Luckily enough, the ball touched the belt. And Fairuz was flat-footed. That ball was slow. but being flat-footed, he couldn't pick up that ball. And Elyon gets the relief, but still trailing with 6 points. Martin comes in with a swing, but that ball is out. He doesn't contact that ball very well. I think he jumped very fast, and that ball goes outside. Service from Madroma, very, very good service, and very, very technical and tactical. And then a dump comes in, but it goes out. 2 errors in a row for the Ndejje side, as Elyon is trying to close up the gap. Madroma serving. Good pick by Happy, and then Martin comes into the swing. But what a block by Atbawit. I told you this man isn't the tallest in the center blockers, but he really commits on his center play attackers, and he is always getting those blocks down. He's one of the players that whenever he's front court, the Elyon defense is actually doing very, very well. And then there comes in with a hit from Fairuz. It is scratched, but it scores. A score is always a score, and Ndejje needed that. He jumped very, very high. But he scratched that ball, and it is an advantage that he's a high jumper. The scratch still kept on court. Then Martin goes into service for the Ndejje Elites team. Good service. That was a good service from Martin, and not the very best pass from Opoya there, as Ndejje now capitalizes on the poor pass. Ndejje now leading 18-13 for Elyon. Oh, thank you. Ndejje Sharks, yeah. We see now a swing comes in from Opoya there. He puts that ball down the block with a lot of energy, and Emakato was late for that. Then Atbawit is in service, but then we see a substitution for the Elyon side, as the young man Jesse comes off, and then shot number 12 Oluka being introduced back. Joel goes to the middle, and then Odupa manages to score that with ease. Still again mentioning that then the Elyon side has a little bit of a weak center block, and they are always playing with mainly Atbawit, and whenever he's front court, that's when they get the defenses. But this time around, Ndejje Sharks, as someone corrected me, thanks for the correction, into the comfortable lead. But then that man Opoya seems not to be giving up on actually showing the Ndejje Elites that he is unstoppable. Every time he has the ball, he goes diagonal, he goes line, he wipes. He's actually now enjoying himself. But let's see if he can really push the Elyon side to actually put on the points and close up the gap. Good pass. Wow. Fairuz attacks that ball out. Fairuz attacks that ball very hard outside. He had one block for Chijambu, but he really now decided to go line on a very, very tight angle, and that was an unforced error from the Fairuz there. And then a very easy dump from Odupa there, saying that we see Joel is trying to find out that his middle play whenever Odupa is there, and they are meeting the weaker blocker of Elyon. They are capitalizing on it, and they are always scoring. He's always attacking that half shoot, and he's getting the points out of it. Good pick from Opoya, and he comes into the swing down the line. And Makato isn't there to pick that ball. I think he was a little bit inside the court. Otherwise, it is the fault of the cover, since he went a little bit behind the block, and it was slightly an easy hit. He should have covered that up. And the points stand at 17 for Elyon and 20 for Ndejje Sharks. And Fairuz coming in the swing in the pipe. he gets this right, and he gets the ball confidently in his palm, and he manages to keep Ndejje Elites in the lead with the 4 points. They started with a 4-0. They have maintained their score being high and a 4-0 up, and this is what they are still doing. Then we see a substitution now, Odupa coming off, and that is Kevin being introduced on, one of the very, very good servers of the Ndejje Sharks team. Very technical and a very, very good pace on the service. Service by Kevin, well picked. Jambu goes for the combination attack, and the ball is out there from Opea. He decided to go for the pipe, but then it wasn't the best of the combination, and that ball goes outside. Substitution for Elyon team. And we see Aziz, who has been missing in action for quite some games, he's brought back. He's the receiver attacker on the Elyon side, playing for the school, and that is Bukedia Comprehensive. Now he's back again to help the Elyon side to close up the gap. But what a block from Martin there. Opea this time around is getting stopped, as I think the setter is ready in advance, and it is saying that he's going for the backcourt, and Martin reads that very right, and he gets the block for himself. Set point for Ndejje, and Joel gets his dump through, and that takes us to the end of the second set, as Ndejje wins it at 25-17 for Elyon. This was a good redemption for the Ndejje team, because they really struggled in set one, and they have managed to actually think about it and make a little bit of combination of substitution, and I think the introduction of Emma Kato was really right, and that has given Ndejje Sharks the advantage actually to level up the sets. Still, people on the online say violence are saying volleyball muzivu. Yeah, trying to mean that volleyball is hard. Yeah, it is really hard, but I always say that some people make volleyball hard, but volleyball is an easy game. Omondi Godwin saying same spirit. My Elyon boys right now they are leveling up on the sets, and they really need to go so hard if they manage to. If they really need to take the game. But looking at the stats, we see Ndejje Sharks now having 15 attacks, and just 8 attacks from the Elyon side, and the attacks of the Elyon team really going down from 13 they had in the previous set. And then we see Ndejje Sharks still having 3 blocks against 1 block, just 1 block for Elyon team. And the errors there, they are quite a little bit very close. Both teams are making errors, and but Elyon made just 7 errors. Still Ndejje came up with 8 errors, but they managed to win the set. They need to reduce these errors if they really need to push up this game and handle the Elyon side. Benomika Okwakunda said, commentator, point of correction, it is Ndejje Sharks, not Ndejje Elites, please. Yeah, thanks for the correction, I really got that. I think the Ndejje Elites is the ladies team, and Ndejje Sharks is the men's team. Thanks for the correction over there. Karunji Irene saying, so what's with the other side? Seeing wins from there? Well, we don't know yet, but let's see which side is actually the winning side. Alan Abak says, Ndejje's difference is in service, making Elyon play off system. Since they don't have silver, it's it's harder to adjust. Yeah, I think you're very right, Alan. And Ndejje team actually served really well, and they had Elyon playing so many balls off system, and that is one of the things that kept them in play, because their defense strategized well, and they managed to shut down the young man Okoya and Madrama, who were actually giving them hard time. If they really need to win well, yes, they really need to keep serving hard. And now set 3 is underway. No changes made. Ndejje maintains the starting lineup they used in set 2. As we see, the same lineup is maintained by Coach Joshua for the Elyon side. Who takes up set number 3? Let's wait and see. And over there is Coach Ronnie Chitosi, the head coach for the Ndejje Sharks team. And the dump comes in, well read by the Elyon side. Matama coming in with a swing. A very good touch from the blockers, but Fairoz couldn't play that ball rightly. I think he was a little bit not balanced enough on the ground, or not stable enough. Otherwise, that ball should have been kept in play. And Elyon getting the first point of the set. Good service by Chijambu. And Emakato comes in with a swing. There is a gap in between the blockers, and he capitalizes on that. Okoya was there, but he couldn't actually pick that ball because it was a little bit tight and fast. Emakato now, this time around, he is actually scoring with ease. Every time he has the ball, he's not putting a lot of energy, but he's getting those scores. Madrama coming in with a dump, but the ball is kept alive. What a pick by Emakato, and it's a free ball for Elyon. Can they use this? And again, Madrama coming in with a swing. Very nice swing off the block of Fairoz. But that was a very nice pick, or what they call a pancake, from Emakato there. Very, very good effort. And I think that ball actually went off the head of Fairoz. Good pick. And Emakato still coming in with an off-system play. Look at how Emakato is scoring. I think Elyon needs to find a solution, because these are actually not hard swings, but he's seeing the space and he's attacking that ball into that space. And now we are saying Ndejje needs to win. Yeah, I hope they are really hearing it right. They really need to win if they need to maintain their winning streak. But then Opoya coming in with a swing, just a one-man block. As we say, the side blocker Emakato didn't bother to block, and then Opoya capitalized on that. At Bait in service, and again that's a swing coming in by Oduka, but the ball is kept alive, and again a very nice cover. Jambu goes for Opoya, coming in the swing. Very good defense. Wow, the defense is very good, but then the play is interrupted by a ball on court. We shall see a replay over here, but that was very, very good defending from the Ndejje team. They seem to have been a little bit off the concentration in the first set, but this time around they are concentrating rightly, and they are getting those defenses and the block touches. Off system play, Chijambu with an overhead pass, and Emakato coming in with a swing still in the diagonal, and he gets that right. I think Emakato is the player who made a difference for the Ndejje side, because from the time he came on till this time around, he has been scoring his points, and he must be actually the highest scorer for the Ndejje Sharks team at the moment. Makato serving. Big good pick by Okoya, and he comes in with another swing. It's that power, but Vincent couldn't actually keep that ball in the air. The ball found him where he is, but I think it had a lot of power, and he couldn't actually maintain that ball on court. Okoya seems to be charging afresh. Ochom serving. Not the best pass. Emakato still coming in with a swing through the blockers. He is scoring, and I think his score rate is still standing at 100% because every ball that has gone to him, he has been able to score. And the points now level up at 4-4. Fairuz serving, good pick by Okoya, and again coming into the swing, good pick from Happy. Off system play, we shall see a free ball for the Elyon side. Tijambu goes with a dump, and the ball is up with the ball, and yes, the referee says that the ball landed down. Well, interesting. Let's see from our replays, did the ball land? Well, it was tricky, but the referee says the ball landed. Okoya serving, and Vincent coming in with a swing. He gets that right. This time around we are seeing what most people call point on point. Yeah, the game is moving at point on point. Every team is breaking whenever they have the chance to. And another service error by Odupa there for the Ndejje Sharks team. Ndejje is still losing a lot of services right from the first set until now. We see quite a number of service errors. Then Martin coming in the swing, but that ball was very short. He almost attacked that ball with his aerial ball because it was too short, but the effort to maintain the ball on court went away effortlessly, and that ball goes out. I think Joel needs to improve in the height he gives Martin because he is such a tall player, and he gets that ball way up high on the blockers there. But then we see another error by Fairuz. It's a combination play by Joel, but then Fairuz hits that ball out. Elyon now in the lead with 8 points and 5 points for the Ndejje Sharks team. And now this time around, Martin manages to go through the blockers of Madrama and Atbait to be able to score for the Ndejje Sharks team. Joel serving. Hopefully he can maintain himself in service because he always breaks his service by himself. Good pass from Madrama, and the combination attack comes in, but that ball goes through. Okoya gets that ball through as he attacks that pipe perfectly. And Elyon maintaining their lead of 3 points. With Tijambu serving, and it's another service error from Aseta. That is Tijambu there. The ball was wide out. Well, interesting to see the ball actually seems not to have crossed this. The ball Okoya attacked on the backcourt. It seemed not to have crossed, but the referee gave the point to Elyon side. Well, very, very interesting on such kind of plays, and what the referee says compared to what actually the action that is actually being played. And that's a dump by the Elyon side, but the referee says the ball did not cross, and that's a ball outside. And Vincent is in service as Ndejje Elites now levels the points. Good service, good pick from Madrama. And then Ochom coming in with a swing. That is a ball on court. Happy dodged that ball, perhaps thinking that the ball was going out, but the ball was rightly on court. And the young man Ochom, I think he's one of the players who has stepped up, but he's not getting so many balls that he has to score on. And I think the setter Tijambu needs to think about how he can utilize his opposite, because he's really going high and he's getting the ball rightly up there in a very high reach. But then we see another shot set from Joel there for Martin, And now it's a free ball for Ndejje, and this time around he attacks that ball, but the Libero covered that ball very well, and the set was really tight. There was a net fault from Opoya there, as the set was really tight. He tried to play the ball in a very tight angle, but it wasn't enough to actually stop him from netting. And then Martin is in service. Good pick from the libero. And then at Boit, he comes in with a swing, not the best in his palm, but he manages to score that. And perhaps if the other center player Oluka could do slightly what Atbait does, I think Elyon would stand a chance to actually have a good defense. But look at that, still Emma Katwek coming in with a very, very comfortable swing and a very easy attack there as Opoya there, and Oluka couldn't combine the block to stop Emma Katwek there. Good pick. And Opoya coming into the swing, very good defense from Joel, combined with Adupa. And this time around, he uses his head, and that is a very, very wise play. He actually attacks that ball off the blockers of Joel and Adupa there. Very, very wise play. Good service, and what a set, and what an attack from Adupa there. Very, very nice jump set from Joel there. The ball was almost a bit crossing, but he got it right before it crossed, and it was a very, very nice set. And the ball was killed down very, very nicely by Odupa. And now Ndejje Sharks levels the set again. And then there is still another thing saying that actually the ball landed. The attempted dump by Chijambu was picked by Emakato, but again, the Elyon side are not convinced that that ball was actually picked. They feel like the ball landed again, but the referee saw something else, and he said that the ball did land. But again, Chijambu manages to get a rebound, and he kills that ball by himself. Service by Opoya. And Emakato coming in with a swing, but what a block. Very nice block from Madrama. And this is something that he has to provide for his team there. He is actually the tallest player on the Elyon side, and he is one of the players who need to give the Elyon side very, very good defense. But looking at the replay there, I think that ball touched the ground. Yeah, this is right. The referee got it wrong. The ball touched the ground. It wasn't enough from Emakato's hands. And Chom coming in with a swing, happy with a good defense. And it is an off-system play now. Well, another free ball for Ndejje Sharks. Miss hit, the ball is scratched by Odupa there, but he still manages to score. He is happy about his score there, and I think he's a little bit excited on how he manages to dump that ball and get it right. Madrama and Oluka had actually come to with a killer block, but he manages to dump over their blocks there. And Oluka coming in with a swing, but he is shot by Martin. He is a left-handed center blocker, and this time around the ball was tight since it stayed on his right side. He really had no angle on how he can attack that ball rightly. Dupa serving, and that ball is out. Well, the referee says that ball is on court. Can we see, was the ball really on court, or was it out? Elyon players are still not convinced about the officiation. They feel like the referee is making more errors, because we see the players are actually always complaining, was the ball in or out? Well, that ball from our replay, we see the ball is out. Yeah, but it was really tight, very, very tight, and also quite tight for the referee, because It was just slightly out. Well, that is why you always need liners for such games, to help the referees over there. Ochom coming in with a swing, and that's a ball out. The set was a little bit running, and he tried to actually get that ball and convert it back on court, but he didn't get the ball right in his hands. And then we see a substitution coming in from the Elyon side as Chijambu is taken off, and the captain being introduced on, that is Dennis, to try and actually change the mix and see what he can change in this game. Madrama coming in with an attack, and that was a very, very nice swing. Just past the block of Joel and Martin there. That is a very high block, but then Madrama, being a very tall player and a high jumper, he manages to get that right into the diagonal. Now, good service from Moluka, and then Vincent coming in the swing. A very, very easy score. A very, very easy score by Vincent there. The ball was short, and I feel like Opoya there should have been able to actually shuffle a bit. He was flat-footed. He should have picked that ball because it was too easy. Joel serving, and now Ndejje shacks into the lead. Good pick. Dennis goes for Madrama, and that is a dump. Makato tries the effort to pick up the dump, but it is not enough. And the points stand at 16 for Elyon and 17 for Ndejje Sharks. Good pick by Vincent. Martin coming in with a swing, and that ball is on court. The balls that are actually being set to Martin seem to be very, very short. This is something Joel needs to work on, to be able to give Martin the right height so that he can kill that ball down rightly. And then now we see Vincent is in service as Ndejje Sharks is leading with 2 points. Not the best pick, and it is a rebound from Fairuz there. Now Ndejje era is comfortably leading with 3 points, and I think this is the time that Coach Joshua needs to think about the timeout, because we are getting into the climax of the set, but he chooses to hold on and wait a little bit longer. And that is an S from Vincent. Well, and we see the first time out for the Elyon side. And Ndejje comfortably leading with 4 points. The points standing at 20 and 16 for Elyon. And that was an attack from Martin previously, as we see with our lined cameras, trying to show that the ball was actually on court. This time around, the ball was actually inside. It was inside the court. This is the technology that we introduced to you for this second round of the season. As we told you that we shall always show you the ball in, ball out with our new technology for the cameras we've introduced there to get those actions on the line there. Vincent serving. Well picked by the Ribeiro with good effort, and then Madrama coming in with a swing, but good defense from Ndejje Sharks this time around. Good pick from Opoya. He comes in with a dump, and that ball is kept alive by Fairuz. Another dump by Madrama. But then Ndejje Sharks this time around, they are very sharp and active in defense. And miscommunication here, but the ball is kept alive by Elyon, and Martin kills that ball down. Quite a play that we see here for Elyon, whereby there is a little bit of miscommunication from them, and playing. They seem to be confused on who has to play the ball and who has to play set the off-system balls. And now Ndejje Sharks putting themselves into the comfortable position. But then the young man Ochom still showing that he's still standing up for his team, and he gets that off spin from the blockers of Emakato and Martin there. Off system play, and it's a free ball coming for Elyon. Well picked by the Rebello. And the player coming in with a swing. Very good defense from Fairuz. Then Emakato coming in with an off system play, but then the ball is out. Elyon still trying to close up the gap, but still trailing as Ndejje Sharks is still into the lead. Now still that was a very good service from Madrama there, as Elyon still trying to close up the gap. And then we say Ndejje Sharks also being forced into their first time out by Coach Ronichi to see there. Well, Okware Brand saying Matthias Oriwa, yeah, trying to tap on the fellow fans there. Faith saying it's called Ronald Adupa, not Odupa. Well, sometimes when you come from a different regions, the pronunciation of names tries to change, but we shall try to get that name right. Caroline saying hello, commentator Malik. Yes, hello Caroline. You really need to step up here and support your team Tigers as they are still in play. Back into the game, a very nice pick from Madrama, and Opaya coming in with an off spin. But again, Fairuz coming in with an attack, a very good touch from Ochom, and Opaya coming in with a swing, but he hits that ball down the net. Yes. Karunji Irene saying UVF should revise some of these games. Liners are needed. Some referees have lost ethics and integrity. A lot of mistakes in the league. Not only today. UVF man up. Well, I think it is really tight, and you're right. They really need liners to help them there, because sometimes the attacks are really very fast, and the referees can't get everything right. Then we still see the defense of Ndejje working right, as they are getting those blocks over there. And then that is an off spin by Ochom there. It finds Vincent in the backcourt a little bit flat-footed, because that was an off spin. He should have done better, because that needed just one shopper to pick that ball and maintain the ball up in the air. Good pick, effort, good play. The ball is kept alive. Ochom comes in with a dump, but Happy reads that right. And Adupa tagged, but then still very nice defense from the Ndejje side. Ochom coming in with a swing, and he kills that ball down. This is what Elyon needed, as the scores are now closed down to 1 point. 22 for Ndejje and 21 for Elyon. As we see the fans there, we're getting excited and high, trying to actually motivate the Elyon side. And what a block! That was a very nice block from Opera as he combined with Oluka there. And now the points level up at 22-22. Very nice block from Opera there. And now Ndejje is forced into the second timeout, as Elyon has closed up the gap to actually maintain the pressure on the Ndejje Sharks team. George Charles Williams saying, is that new technology for the fans or for the use of the refs? Well, it starts with the fans, as we shall see how to extend it to the use for the refs there. That is a technology we've seen being used outside there already, and it is something we are working on. And please just know that it is always good, and we are actually getting the best for you out there and all our fans to get this game right. Good service, And Fairuz coming in there and attack, but well picked by Atubate there, and a dump coming in by Adupa there, and he manages to get Ndejje Sharks in a relief and actually calm the pressure down. And now Emakato is in service. Good pick by the Ribeiro, and Venice chooses Opoya here, and Opoya now getting that ball off the blocks of Adupa and Joel there. Opoya still now trying to step up towards the climax of the set, and this is something that Elyon needs, because he is right now, I might say, the horse of the team, and whenever he is playing well, then Elyon is playing well. But I think more so Coach Joshua, actually his substitution worked, because the introduction of Dennis for Chijambo on court, it made a difference, as we see the points were closed down and leveled up. But then we see the substitution is reversed as Chijambo is introduced back. Perhaps because the coach needs slightly a taller block on front court. And the off-system set isn't the best from Vincent. And now Elyon is at set point. Another unforced error from Vincent there on the Ndejje Sharks team, as Elyon is to the point without a lot of hassle. Service from Ochom, he chooses to go safe, and again another dump from Kevin this time around. Kevin also goes for that half shoot, but he decides to take the dump instead of the swing, and he gets it right. This is the ball that actually is becoming a problem for the Elyon side, because they are not capable, actually they are showing that they are failing to defend that half shoot, and every time that ball is set, Ndejje Sharks has managed to score. And then we see Elyon also calling the second timeout as the points level up at 24-24. Interesting. Charles saying, do you even know how much it hurts knowing that your wrong call was made? Well, it hurts, but the referees are also humans. Everyone makes errors. Yeah, perhaps maybe if they go back home and they review on how they officiate, I should be able to give them some motivation, or try to give them motivation to actually improve in their officiation there. Abalo Caroline saying, nice block, Elyon. Yeah, both teams are actually blocking well, but Elyon tried to block well towards the end of the set. And Karunji Irene saying, yes, Elyon. Well, it is still a 50-50 play. Any team can win this set, but one who wants it most will go away with it. And Fairuz is in service. Well picked by Aziz, who was introduced on, and then that man Opoya kills the ball down. Yeah, we see Aziz was introduced on to be able to replace Ochom there, perhaps to give them the catch, and he did that right. The catch was capitalized on, and Opoya killed that ball down. Service by Opoya. Good pass. Another half shoot goes through. The ball is put. Good effort from Elyon side. Still Joel going for a half shoot. No combination attack, and the ball is dumped. Good defense from the Elyon side, but very many free balls, and the ball is attacked on a half shoot. Very, very good run is here. Getting interesting. Hey! Well, miscommunication from the Ndejje setter. And then another tap coming in. Very good effort by Happy there. And a swing coming in by Fairuz. It is getting interesting here. This was a very, very good rally, as the fans actually went mad, as the ball was kept alive by both teams. Both teams showing that they really need this set. And this time around, I might say every team needs it, but one who puts more effort will take it home. The points stand at 25-25. And it is a service by Kevin this time around. Service, big, well picked by the libero. And what? Well. What a hit. Elyon has chosen to go for a quick game. We've not seen them often attack, actually have this kind of quick game. But this time around, Jambu goes for a very quick ball out. And it was a very, very nice attack. But looking at the effort made by Happy there with it, I think they call panic. It was really interesting. Then a dump coming in. Well, that was an error from Atbait. I think the adrenaline is running very, very high. He tries to get that ball off the block of Martin, but he sends that ball out. And the score's still standing at 26-26. Joel is in service. Well picked by Aziz. And then Madrama coming in with an attack, but the ball hit the antenna right in front of the referee. It was a tight angle. By this time around, Ndejje is on set point. Very, very interesting play. Service by Joel. Well picked by Aziz. And the dump, very well put. Read by Martin. Another dump. Ball is alive. Madrama coming in the line hit. And this time around, he gets that right. Joel was off position. And then he was punished for being off position because the block did their well to actually seal off the diagonal side, which is a very, very tight angle for Madrama because usually he chooses to put the diagonal. But then this time around, Joel was caught off the position. And we see the substitution is reversed for the Elyon side. Ochom comes back for Aziz. And now Elyon has their best blockers on front court. Can they capitalize on this and win the set? Let's see. An error by Joel. Very short ball. Trying to save the ball for Martin. But then Martin hits that ball into the net. And now Elyon is at set point. I said it before that Joel is setting very, very short balls for Martin. Because Martin is a very tall center blocker and he gets the ball right high. But he gives him a very, very short set. But then Emma Kato still coming in with his experience. Past the block of Madrama there. The game is turning to keep in deuce. Point per point. Vincent serving. Good pick by Madrama. And then Ochom coming into the swing, but he touches the net. Ndejje back into the lead at set point. The young boy Ochom attacked the ball, but the set was close to the net. And he touches the net after the attack. And now Vincent is kept into service. And Ndejje Sharks still defend well. And good pick of system play. Ochom coming in the swing. Well picked by Ndejje. And then Fairuz ends that with a very nice swing off the block of Madrama. And now Ndejje Sharks wins third set at 30-28. Very, very interesting play. Very, very interesting set. And very, very spectacular plays there and moments we saw from the Elyon players and the Ndejje Sharks players. This was really good volleyball. And now we see Ndejje Sharks already has a point in their bag. Stands back to the Elyon side. They really also need to fight for another point and perhaps force the game to go into the decisive. Ngavirano Crispus saying we want silver for Elyon. Well, Silva is still trying to recover. So he will be back anytime soon, hopefully. Alan Abak says, who remembers the Koech brothers when it comes to the half shoot? Warren and Big Sam being some sticks. Yeah, that ball actually used to be very, very challenging for the blockers. But looking at our stats there, tax this time around, look at tax there. 15 for Elyon and 18 attacks from the Ndejje Sharks. Perhaps because the game went up to 30 points, and that is why we see so many attacks this time around. But that was very good. And then we see 2 blocks for Elyon and just 1 block for Ndejje Sharks. And the opponent's errors still being closed, as we see Ndejje making 10 errors and Elyon at 9 errors. Still, every set we see Ndejje's errors are still higher and Elyon's errors are still low. But Ndejje has managed to actually win the previous 2 sets, and perhaps they are actually minimizing the errors at the time they need to minimize them. Yeah, on Monday, Godwin telling Okwade to relax. Karunji Island saying nice play from both teams. Yes, it is actually a very nice play from both teams. We are enjoying this game, and it is a very good game to watch for the fans out there. Me also in the studio, I'm enjoying it, as the other members in the studio are enjoying it too. Great game, Ndejje. Keep it up. Yes, Ndejje is trying actually to show that they are here to hunt for the 3 points, and despite their bad play in the first set, they managed to redeem themselves and actually come back into play, and now they are leading the game at 2-1. We are coming in for set number 4.
What's number 5? You guys were just kidding yourself. Design. one is the set of SCA. They will time it from you, time it to them.
Yeah, we are still live, and set number 4 is under.
I'm happy with the team which is playing better because they're already playing better. Why is he jumping at it? First look at the ball before you attack. You should remove this rule of touching net. Because the game is very. Someone is speaking a very hard game at the phone net.
From Madrama there, and a half shoot goes in for Abupa. Like I said, Elyon actually struggles to block that ball, and it is that ball that actually can make Ndejje be able to win this game, because their defense in blocking that ball is actually a little bit down. It is usually hard for one blocker to get that ball right unless you are a very, very tall center blocker. Yet we see Elyon, actually the center blockers of Elyon being relatively shorter compared to the other players. And then Adupa getting a block there as the young man Ochom tries to get a swing. I feel like he actually reduced the energy of the swing, but that ball was also tight, and Adupa manages to get the defense. Ndejje Sharks in the lead now. Martin still serving with service, and then Opoya coming in the swing, but what a block! What a block by Makato there. Very, very nice block there. He waited for him. I think Makato is one of the players that he has a very good waiting block. He has actually tended to be a little bit of a calm block, and he always waits and sees where those attackers are swinging to, and he always gets that block right. Opoya again, good defense, and this is an off-system set. A dump by Makato there, well read by the Libero, and Opoya coming in the swing, but this time around he forces it through the blockers of the block of Makato there. He decides to go for power and tears up Makato's block. Atubait in service. Good pick by Five. The back set. Good block from Opoya there. Fairuz coming into the swing. Still good defense from the Elyon side. And then but well read by Joel there. And Makato still, we see the rallies are being great because it is a very nice defense from both sides. But this time around, Opoya gets the ball off the hands of Adupa there.
Yes.
And the points are leveling up at 6-6. Another
Yeah, it's also like yes. When I see him, I'll let you know.
Service from Emakato, good pick from Adrama, and the player coming in the swing, and that ball is hit down to the line. That ball is hit down to the line. We see the Ndejje Sharks player saying that the ball is said to have actually landed on court. Happy with the pick, Emakato with the swing, and he gets it off the blockers. But then the referee says the ball is out. The referee says the ball did not cross. And that is the previous ball. Yeah, we see that ball actually touched the line. Yeah, it touched the line. And the referee got this time, his decision this time around was right. Off system play by the libero. And the player coming in the swing, good defense. Still an off system set. Opoya coming in the swing, but that was a net fault by Adupa there. That was a net fault by Adupa as he tried to kill that block or that ball on Opoya, but Opoya actually had swung, looking at the hands there. And Fairouz is shut down by Dennis. Dennis is the shortest man on court. Look at the smile. He's actually trying to laugh or smile through. He's happy over the block he has made. But he gets Fairouz down. This is his block. And Ndejje Sharks is forced into the timeout. Well, Elyon trying to force that game to go into a decisive. And Ndejje Sharks, they are trying to go aggressively, but the Elyon boys seem not to be giving up because they also need a point to take home. And perhaps any point they get this time around is a good point. And Ndejje as well trying to maintain their heads high. We see they are having very, very good touches and good defense there. But it needs to be enough. It needs to be enough for them. Joseph Odong saying good job. And good call by the referee. Yes, that last call by the ball on the line was a good call. I think this is the time when he got the call right, but the others were actually calls that were not gotten right, but we understand because there is human error always. This time around, Ndejje manages to break through and get a relief from Fairouz there. Fairouz in service. Well, and that is a set fault by Dennis there. The catch was actually very short, and Dennis tried to bend down to set that ball, but that was a double play. Fairouz still in service. Good pick by Opoya. And he comes in with a swing, but good defense by Ndejje team and off-system play. Ndejje still trying to play off-system with a swing from Emakato, but then Opoya kills that ball down. Opoya is one of the players who will hit you until you feel like, how do you really stop this guy around? He's not tall, but he's a very high jumper, and he has that energy on the ball. And then Vincent coming in with a swing, he capitalized on the shot block of Dennis. Though Dennis got the touch, but it wasn't enough. And Ndejje Sharks still keeping themselves in play as they still try to close up the gap. Kevin in service. Yeah, this time around he starts ahead of Adupa there. Adupa. That's an easy play and easy score from Opoya there. This time around it is from the back court. He will hit you from the back court. He will hit you from the front court. There is no play like he is in the back court now. Let us strategize to defend the players who are in front court, because even in the back court he will find you and hit you. And Vincent coming in the swing, very nice swing there. I think this time around he has stepped up his play, and his errors seem to have reduced, and he is actually passing well, receiving well, and still having that attack right. Joel, the service, quite a very easy service, and then now Madrama kills that ball in the diagonal, just right over the blockers of Martin there and Emma Kato. They couldn't actually stop him from going the deep diagonal side. Elyon maintaining themselves in the lead, and then this time around the referee says there was an overreach by Joel, as the ball seemed to have crossed, but we see the captain of the Ndejje Sharks team, that is happy, still not convinced enough that the ball had crossed.
But you see, if the set had jumped and just the hands and moved, the ball was just going to land again.
Vincent coming into the swing, but he nets after the attack. Yeah, that was an aggressive attack. This time around the ball was tight, but he needed to go a little bit safe, but he actually touches the net. And we saw there Coach Ronit trying to tell him to receive better, so that they can get a better side out. The points standing at 12 for Ndejje and 15 for Elyon. Vincent serving, good pick from the libero, and Dennis goes for Madrama, who puts that power on the ball. Fairuz and Martin couldn't actually kill that ball down. That was good power from Madrama there. He's a little bit silent, because he has had quite a number of rotations before he gets a ball to kill down. But this time around, Dennis chooses to go to him. Makato coming in with a swing into the diagonal. Dennis was off the position, and Makato still actually placing the ball into spaces. He has done it from the time he came on in set number 2, set number 1, until now. He is placing those attacks in position, and the players of Elyon are usually off to the position. Martin serving, good pick from Opoya, and then he comes in with a swing and he gets it off the block. He's becoming a mess to the Ndejje defense, because this time around they are failing to shut him down, and every time he's going up 80% you're counting a score. Good service, good pick from Fairuz, and then that was a half shoot play with a play Kevin goes for. Still the half shoot being tight and a little bit harder to be defended by the Elyon side. Dennis with an off-system set, and Opoya coming in with a swing, but this time around Joel gets it right. He cut the power on the ball, and Joel was able to block the ball down. Ndejje has closed the gap again to 2 points, and then Elyon calls for the first time out. Perhaps Joel losing the lead of 4 points. He decides to go for a timeout and to make sure that his players keep up the pace and they keep up to the play and the strategy, because we see Ndejje are trying to come back into the play, and they are trying actually to get this set and try to end the game at a 3-1. Can Elyon maintain their lead of 2 points and be able to send the game into decisive? Well, let's see. And then we see a substitution coming in. I think Madrama is not doing well, or perhaps Joshua chooses to bring in Aziz, right from Vocadia Comprehensive School, and also formerly at Namgongo Vocational. to be able to provide the reception he needs and the defense. Good pass, then it goes for a player. Attack on the line, but that's a very nice cover from Emakato there. And it is a free ball. Well picked by Ochom. And still a player coming in with the dam. Still Emakato playing the defense well. Joel dumps, but the ball is kept alive. And another half shoot by Kevin there. As Oruka doesn't manage to get the block down. Ndejje closing the gap now to just 1 point. Really showing that they are here to get the 3 points this time around, as they need to end the game at 3-1. Emakato still serving. Good pass from Aziz. And Ochom coming in with a swing. Good defense. But the ball is a free ball to the Elyon side. And the player coming in with a swing. He kills that ball down. Just past the blockers of the blocks of Joel and Kevin there. Ochom in service. Very safe service and cheap. Picked by Happy. And then Fairuz coming into the swing. And the Ribeiro can't cover that ball to keep it in play. Ochom chose to go for a very safe service, but then you get punished when you serve so cheaply like that. More so when you have your setter who's not very tall blocking for you in the front side. And we saw a substitution coming in, Ebo coming in to serve, and the player coming in the swing, hitting that ball with power off the block of Joel. Still Elyon trying to maintain their 2 points lead up. Ndejje had closed it down to just 1 point. But this young man or player actually doing wonders and trying to get the win for the Elyon team. Ndejje goes for the backcourt, and then that's a good block from Madrama. Yeah, the substitution was reversed as Aziz came back out and Madrama was introduced back on court, and he manages to get the first block from Emakato there. But that ball actually hit the belt. The ball didn't cross. And Elyon is in the lead, 2017. The half shoot is this time around blocked. And then Vincent comes in with an off spin. And Madrama, he hits that ball out. He is doing the Nkataka. The Nkatak is back again. He really wanted to get that ball off the blocks of Joel, but he didn't get it right. And then this time around, another pipe, which seemed to be short, goes outside. That was a player attacking that ball out. 2 errors from the Elyon side, and Ndejje manages to close up the gap again to 1 point. We see Coach Joshua there trying to call another timeout as he finishes his timeouts, and he's a little bit not convinced on why Madrama couldn't be able to kill that ball down. We see that he's telling his players to perhaps keep in the strategy. Well, this is the set that Elyon needed most. They had a lead of 3 points, and they still have a lead, but right now it is just a lead of 1, as we see the Ndejje Sharks defense being very, very great. Let's see if they can maintain their defense there. Madrama is in attack. Viewers, what do you think about that attack? But I think Nkata's wingo was actually on another level. Let's see, safe play, off system play, and it is a free ball for Elyon. Let's see how they use it this time around. And Joel, as Martin blocks out and Joel keeps into the center, but Madrama kills that ball in the diagonal side. Not a very good pass from Vincent, but the ball is blocked down. You see it is a free ball. Can Elyon utilize this? Let's see. And the backward coming in. And the attack says, the referee says the pipe is out.
Don't give him a running one.
And then you see the substitution being reversed. Fairuz coming back for Ebo. I think Ebo really did his job right. He came on, he served until Ndejje Sharks actually caught up. Then we see the play well. This is a very, very tight one. But then we see, well, I think the ball is out. Yeah, I think that ball is out. Yeah, the referee got this time, they got it right. And then Jambu came on for Dennis, and again he chooses to give Madrama that high ball, and Madrama kills it down. Elyon still in the lead, but with just a lead of one. Can Jambu actually give them a good service and they defend more? Let's wait and see. Good pass from Happy. And again Fairuz, but what a block from Ochom. Ochom shuts him down single-handedly. He goes very high. Fairuz was actually very high up there. Very, very high. Both players were high. But the young boy Ochom waited for him. He saw him going into the diagonal and he tilted his block back in. And he gets a killer block for him, for himself. Good play by the young boy Ochom. And in Ndejje Sharks is post back call for the second time out. Both teams now have their 2 timeouts. Maybe we shall see what Omondi was saying, that decisive is loading. If Elyon manages to get this point, if Jambu serves well and they defend well, perhaps we shall see a decisive loading. End of the second timeout for the Ndejje Sharks team. We see quite they're a little bit confused on the rotations, perhaps on the position. As was it a position fall because Fairuz is sent back into the back zone, yet he attacked the ball on the front court. Well, perhaps they are into a position fall and they are trying to correct the position, because we see they are saying now Emakato is front court. Yeah, it was a position foul. Jambu serving. Martin coming in with a swing and he gets that ball right. There was a 2-man block or a 3-man block on him. But this time around he actually attacks the ball very quickly through the blockers of Madrama. And at bait. Ndejje serving. That is Vincent, and he gets an S. Just what Ndejje needed. That is an S from Vincent there. And then we see Jambu, the captain on the court. The captain on the court complaining on the rotation that Ndejje Sharks had. Yeah, we see the referee trying to explain the positions, but Elyon still complaining that there is actually a position foul. But the referee Okilia there trying to insist that it is correct. Well, Ndejje serving. At 22, 23, 23. The points are level. Good pick. Jambu goes for a choke. And he attacks that ball out. And it is a game point or match point for Ndejje Sharks team. Yeah, that ball was way too far. I think he really tried to get it off the blocks, but he couldn't get the block of Emakato there. And match point for Ndejje Sharks. Vincent serving, good pick. And then Madrama coming in, but what a defense from Happy there. Now off system play, Madrama still coming in with a swing. And the block is out. The referee says that is a block out. Is the ball on? The ball was really very fast. Let's try to get a replay and see was that ball on court or it was outside. I also didn't see where the ball was because that ball was too fast. But the referee says that the ball was out. The points are leveled up. Madrama serving. And it is an off-system play and Emakato attacks that ball out. Set point for Elyon, 25-24. Let us see from the replay on the block. Yeah, was that ball out or in? Let's try to zoom in and see. Yeah, it was a block out. Yeah, it was a block out. The referee was right. And then Martin coming in with a swing in the middle. And the points are leveled up. Martin goes into service. As the Ndejje Sharks are trying actually to get that 3 points for themselves. Yet Elyon not giving up and trying to send the game into decisive. Martin serving. Good pick from the Ribeiro. And Opoya coming into the swing. Still doing what he does best. Very, very little attacker. However short he is, not very tall, but very little and a high jumper. He gets that ball onto the hands of Emakato. And then Elyon is at set point. By it serving, very good service. And then Emakato coming into the swing and he gets that ball right in the diagonal. Against one block of in the blocks of Opoya. But then the diagonal side was wide open. And still, the game is interesting. Now we are going into the deuce. Who will go away with this set? Let's wait and see. Opoya coming in the swing. Very good defense. An attempted dump. Opoya still coming in with an attack, but what a defense from Joel. Joel there combined with Kevin. We managed to shut Opoya down. And it is a match point for Ndejje Sharks again. The second time they are at match point. Emakato serving. It is a free ball. And in the end of this and it is a half shoot. 7 ends the game. And Ndejje Sharks manages to take the game at 29-27. And again, Elyon couldn't actually defend that half shoot as it was from the start. And Kevin manages to get the win for the Ndejje Sharks. Very, very entertaining game. Very good effort from the two sides. And very, very good moments of play from both teams. And Ndejje still gets away with this win. Well. It was going either way. And I actually thought any team could actually win this game. And this time around, Ndejje Sharks goes away with a win. Looking at our stats for set number 4, there are attacks there. We can see 14 for Ndejje and 15 for Elyon. Elyon having much more attacks, but then we see Ndejje getting more blocks. Those are 5 blocks and just 3 blocks for the Elyon side. And We see the errors, the opponent's errors leveling up. Both teams are making 8 errors, and this time around, I think the blocks of Ndejje made a difference. And Ndejje should be happy that they won this game at 3-1. And it was a very, very good match, very entertaining match. And Elyon still trying to fight on. They were leading. They had the chance to actually turn the game into decisive. But Ndejje Sharks got back into the players. We saw Ebo getting on court and closing up the gap from the 3 points Elyon had. And Ndejje finally takes away the win. Thanks whoever kept on watching in, and keep tuned in as we wait for another match action coming in. Thank you.